Hello and welcome to ilovemytools.com. This is Mike DeZinno, America's Blind Tradesman. Welcome back. I wanted today to talk about something that I discovered because of a calamity. And we had an ice storm here back in February, and we were without power for 7 days. We are here in the hurricane zone. We're on the continental shelf out here, coastal plains of South Carolina. And I have a large 7 kilowatt generator out in the barn. But a friend of mine whose power came back on in just 24 hours wanted to show me his little generator. And of course, his little generator. So I said, okay, sure, why not, out of friendship. I have to tell you, I was really impressed. It's a Honda EU 2000i, and I'm impressed. That's all I can say. I'm just genuinely impressed with it. How easy it was to operate, how economical it was on gas. I was amazed how much I was able to run it before I had to fill it up. It's a complete self-contained unit. They call it a camping generator. This is the entire machine, including the 5-gallon gas tank. The generator, the gasoline engine, all the controls, everything is right here. They've put a great ergonomic handle on it and have balanced it so well that even though fully loaded it approaches 78, 80 pounds in weight, it is very easy to carry and walk with. I was amazed at that. And I'll just show you a few of the features here. It has a on-off rotating cap on the fuel cap, which really does seal it from vapors. Just a few seconds before we started filming, I flipped the lever, and I heard it give that hiss. It was either going positive or negative on the fumes and the pressure, which means you can store this in an area that's not, super ventilated. You won't get fumes from it. It does really lock. Now, I wouldn't necessarily put it next to your furnace in your home, but in my workshop here, we are ventilated to an extent, but this was just nice to know that it keeps the gas fumes out. In the front here, all the controls that you'll need are just about all up front here. It has your breakers, and typical, it has lights on it to let you know for low oil and if you're pushing the load too high. It also has an eco switch on the front, and the eco switch basically puts it on an idle, or you can kick it all the way up for full running. And as near as I can figure out, the difference between the two is that if you're using something like a variable speed tool, where you pull the trigger and it comes up to speed as you squeeze the trigger, you could get away with here, it'll throttle up. If you're going to plug in something like a refrigerator or an air conditioner or a microwave, something that demands instantly all the power, you'd run it on the full run situation. It does put out 13.5 amps at 120 volts, so it is fairly substantial. I haven't found too many things that operate on 120 around the house. I'm trying to remember any that 13.5 amps wouldn't be enough power to power them. It has two 120 outlets. I would recommend, however, that you use heavier gauge extension cords if you're going to pull that kind of power. Probably something along the lines of a number 12. Surely no less than a number 14, and they are keyed. They can take plugs that are 20 amp certified 120 plugs. They are keyed that way. They also have two ports on the front. You could put a set of jumper cables on it so you can use it to start a car or charge a battery, or you can use it to connect it with another similar Honda generator. So if you need double the wattage, you can gang two of them together and get that. You can see all that in the owner's suggested operating manual. I would suggest you check out these features there for the exact details. They do a better explanation than I do, for sure. But all in all, it's got a lot of great features, and one of which is they've really engineered the sound in it. It's quiet. You can actually run it and stand next to it and actually be talking to somebody. And we're going to take it outside, and I'm going to start it up, and I'm going to show you a few other features that I really do like about it. Okay, we're outside, and I'm going to start it and show you a few of the features. I'm opening the gas cap. I can hear the hiss, so it had a vapor pressure in there. You turn this on. It's that simple. There is a choke setting. I think on a day this hot, I'm not going to need any choke. It's probably approaching 95 degrees today. I'm going to put it on the eco setting, and here we go. Here we go. And you can hear it's on the eco setting. Also notice, it is running, and I've got it up on the table next to, high up near me, and you can still probably hear me pretty well on the camera. And here's how you switch it over to the, that's the full demand. That's like, as I mentioned, plug in higher demand, higher load appliances like air conditioners and refrigerators. I'm going to drop it down here. I'm going to plug something in right now. I have one of the old from 30 years ago, half horsepower AEG screw guns. And if you're wondering why you paid so much to come to the website, now you're going to know, because you're going to see a blind guy plug something in without electrocuting himself in real time. Okay, that's plugged in, and here we go. Shut it off. Seal the vapor lock, and that's it. It's ready for next time. What I think also is important, and this is what I do like about it, it is portable. It's extremely portable. They do call it their camping generator. That means, in my case, with 10 acres of land here, I have found it's been a great substitute having something small and portable like this for power. Instead of having a whole variety of gasoline-powered tools to do jobs like that I may only do once every year or two, and then have to maintain those gasoline engines, and every time I go to use them, I got to start by checking the spark plug, the oil, the gas, the mixture, and everything. It's nice to just have electric tools, because with a 25-foot extension cord, I can pretty much put this in a wheelbarrow, push it anywhere I want around the property, or I can put it in the back of the truck and go anywhere, and I've got portable power, and it does lend itself well for that. And when you weigh against the cost of gasoline-powered tools to do jobs like, you know, have a little electric chainsaw versus a gasoline-powered chainsaw to prune branches or small little jobs like that, you can see where it would be a tremendous benefit. The other thing I did want to point out, they've done a heck of a bit of engineering on keeping it cool, too. On the back side here, this is the muffler. While this is running, you literally can hold your hand 1.5 inches away from the exhaust. Nobody's perfect 100% of the time, but I will tell you, I found that as a great safety feature, because you just never know what people do. You know, there could be an extension cord running past there. There could be, you know, a tool bag or something left too close to it. It's nice to know that it is safe. The way they pull the air through to cool the inverter circuits, cool the gasoline engine, cool the generator inside, and then blow it all out the back. It even cools this. This is all plastic. It's right next to the muffler pipe itself. And you can see I was running it, and I'm touching it. That is not hot. I see that as a great safety feature, especially if you're going to run it around little children and all. And of course, you still wouldn't run it indoors. You still have the carbon monoxide issue. But in a camping situation, should somebody forget what they're doing and put it too close to a hammock or outside the tent or something, it's nice to know you do have that little bit of margin for safety. All in all, it's quite a find. This is Mike DeZino, America's Blind Tradesman. Thank you for coming to ilovemytools.com. Why don't you take an opportunity and sign up for our free newsletter so you can stay in the loop, and when we learn about great finds like the Honda generator here, we can share it with you. Also, join our forum. Tell us what generators you like and what features you like about your generator, and ask some questions. That's what the forum is there for. We invite you to participate in that. Until we get together next time, stay safe, stay productive, and keep loving your tools.